We are down to the wire. This is the final weekend of the mayoral campaign. One more day left to early voting, and the candidates are out making the most of it. Fox 5's Richard Jokovis is here in the studio right now to break all of this down for us. Good evening, Richard.
Hey, Arthur. It's the final push for all three candidates in a race that has already brought out nearly 500,000 New Yorkers to the polls in early voting. And with Election Day now just 3 days away, the New York City mayoral candidates are out stumping around the clock, making their case that this is still anyone's race. Despite leading in every poll, Democratic frontrunner Zohran Mamdani began his day at the National Action Center in Harlem with the Reverend Al Sharpton, trying to garner support from the black community. Mamdani, who is vying to become the city's first Muslim mayor, spoke to a lively crowd and this time blasted President Donald Trump for welfare cuts, comparing the president and the Republican Party to those in the year 1865.
Such an agency existed today, Donald Trump would pilfer its coffers to facilitate a tax cut, just as he has done these past months to SNAP, to Medicare, to Medicaid, to any program that dares to uplift the poor rather than comfort the wealthy. Those alive in 1865 knew what we know today. Political freedom without economic freedom is no freedom at all.
Andrew Cuomo, the independent candidate in this race, spending much of Saturday in the outer boroughs in both Queens and Brooklyn, specifically addressing affordability and public safety in Brownsville. The former New York governor also addressing recent accusations from Mamdani and his supporters, who claim Cuomo is, quote, Islamophobic, for reportedly laughing with a radio host that Mamdani would cheer on a 9/11-style attack, and for not questioning Mayor Adams for warning of Islamic extremism should Mamdani become mayor.
Divisiveness has come from Zohran Mamdani. I don't know if you're aware, but we're in a situation in this city where the Jewish community is frightened and upset, literally frightened to walk on the streets. And it's Mr. Mamdani who won't denounce the Intifada.
As for GOP candidate Curtis Sliwa, who is still polling last, he spent the day across all 5 boroughs, also picking up an endorsement from former Mayor Rudy Giuliani via Zoom. Sliwa beginning the day on Staten Island, addressing voters at a rally put on by the GOP of Staten Island. He talked mostly about his #1 issue in this race, safety, but also went on the attack against the 2 candidates who were still in front of him.
You talk about issues that a mayor has no control of. One thing I have control of is that we have a new generation of Republicans. And it's not just the Zohranistas and Zohran who have influence with millennials and Gen Zers. We Republicans do.
And tonight, the New York Times reporting former President Barack Obama spoke to Zohran Mamdani in a phone call today, reportedly praising his campaign, but stopping short of a formal endorsement. All 3 candidates campaigning hard, with early voting ending tomorrow and, of course, Election Day on Tuesday. Arthur.
The clock is ticking. Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Fox 5 is covering every angle of this upcoming election. Watch Politics Unusual Fridays at 6:30 p.m. That's with our Morgan Mikie, and Battleground NYC. The Fight for Your Vote is hosted by SE Cup, and that streams every weeknight at 7 p.m. on the Fox Local app. Now through Election Day, you can also watch it right here on Fox 5 on weeknights at 11 p.m. after the 10 o'clock news. Now across the river, the race for governor of New Jersey is a tight one there as well. Richard mentioned Barack Obama. Well, he's involved tonight. Democratic nominee Mikie Sherrill will be joined on that campaign trail by the former president to get the vote out at a rally taking place on the campus of Essex County College. It comes 2 weeks after Obama formally endorsed Sherrill. Meanwhile, Sherrill's opponent in Tuesday's race, Republican Jack Ciattarelli, was crisscrossing the state to urge his supporters to vote early. He began his day with a rally in Colts Neck before moving on to Woodbridge Township. Ciattarelli says he is feeling confident heading into Election Day.
We're out fundraising my opponent, we're out energizing my opponent, and yesterday we picked up the endorsement of another prominent Democrat, a former state assembly person from Hudson County. When Democrats are endorsing the Republican nominee, it tells you we're winning this race.
Ciattarelli also held campaign events in Westfield and Fairfield. Early voters in New Jersey can take part until tomorrow at 6 p.m.